My family actually made the Mitchell products, which includes a Mitchell wagon. Then they started making bicycles, motorcycles, and of course the automobile. Mitchell is the name of my great-great-great-grandfather who made the first wagon in Fort Dearborn in 1834, which now is downtown Chicago. Also, my great-great-grandfather is a Lewis, as myself, L-E-W-I-S, and he took over the wagon factory right after Henry Mitchell passed away in 1893. He is the gentleman that's responsible for making the bicycle, the motorcycle, and the automobile. In fact, we sold our first automobiles in 1903, the same year that Henry Ford sold his first Ford. It was very successful until the end. After the family died out, a New York investment firm bought the plant and the product, and they didn't know how to run an automobile factory, so they finally sold to Nash Rambler, Nash Ajax cars. So it was a short but fun ride, and we didn't have anyone in the family to take over after my great-great-grandfather passed away, so I wish I would have been born 150 years ago. We might still have Mitchell to go along with General Motors, maybe Buick, Olds, Pontiac, and Mitchell, who knows. We have a Mitchell club, and we have a roster. We send out flyers through car magazines and everything. And on our roster, we have probably maybe 160 Mitchells known to exist in the world. So they're really rare, hard to find, highly collectible. I have the largest collection in the world. I have 14 cars, 3 Mitchell wagons, the only Mitchell bicycle known to exist, and I have a 1902 Mitchell motorcycle that still runs, and I found that one in the Netherlands, in Holland. It's a great find. It makes my collection complete. And I truly, they're hard to drive, they're fun to drive. You got to be able to really multitask. You've got to be able to do a lot of things at once that we do not have to do in today's automobiles. Well, you have a spark retard in advance. You have not a gas pedal on these old ones, but you have a throttle lever. So if you want to speed up, slow down, you have to have one hand to slow down and speed up. Then you have to gear shift. You have to double clutch. Then, of course, there's not turn signals. Urban areas, you would have to use your hand signals, right turn, left turn, stop. So if you're trying to do all this at once, let's say we're going down a road in town, there's a stoplight ahead and it turns green, and I'm in high gear. I've got to double clutch and get into second gear. I've got to also slow down the speed of the car with the gas. I have to give a hand signal if I'm in urban areas. And plus steer the thing and get turned around the corner. And we don't have power steering. The gas tanks were under the seat, the driver's seat, or if it's a big touring car, maybe in a dash, but it was gravity feed because they didn't have fuel pumps in those days. So can you envision, you fill your car up, don't get the lid on tight on the gas tank, put the seat cushion back on, you're driving down the road, gas is flushing out, and you drop your cigarette. Interesting. They're fun to drive, but then you pay for that because then you have to clean them up and work on them. All old cars leaked oil really bad in the old days. In fact, people didn't go to a garage to get an oil change like we do today because they were adding oil all the time while they're driving it, so the oil in the engine was always clean. And I give good tours, fun tours, and I enjoy sharing, so come to Boonville and see my tour, see my collection.
Watch the full episode or explore more unique places on the Missouri Life YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button below to stay up to date with the latest content.